Germany bars Moscow and Minsk ambassadors from Victory Day ceremony amidst propaganda concerns. Berlin's upcoming commemoration of the Allied victory over Nazi Germany is set to exclude the ambassadors from Russia and Belarus, sparking a diplomatic ripple effect and highlighting the deep divisions between Germany and its eastern neighbors. The May 8th ceremony, scheduled for the Bundestag, German parliament's lower house, will feature a select group of diplomats, but notably absent will be the envoys from Moscow and Minsk. A spokesperson for the Bundestag cited the government's assessment on the invitation of representatives as the reason for the exclusion. This terse statement, however, masks a complex geopolitical reality. Germany, a staunch supporter of Ukraine and its defense against the unprovoked Russian invasion, views the presence of Russian and Belarusian ambassadors at such a significant event as a high risk. The concern centers on the potential exploitation of the ceremony for anti-Ukrainian propaganda, a tactic frequently employed by the Kremlin. The decision underscores the precarious balancing act Germany faces. While striving to maintain diplomatic channels, Berlin remains resolute in its unwavering commitment to Ukraine. This commitment is demonstrably significant. Germany is currently the second largest supplier of military aid to Ukraine, trailing only the United States. The scale of this support reflects the gravity of the situation and Germany's determination to assist Ukraine in its fight for survival and territorial integrity. The upcoming change in German leadership adds another layer of complexity. Friedrich Merz, from the center-right CDU-CSU bloc, is slated to be sworn in as chancellor on May 6, just 2 days before the anniversary. Merz has publicly reaffirmed Germany's steadfast support for Ukraine, promising a continuation of the strong backing provided by the previous administration. This commitment aligns with the broader sentiment within Germany, where the public overwhelmingly supports aid to Ukraine and condemns Russia's actions. The exclusion of the Russian and Belarusian ambassadors is not a sudden or isolated incident. It is a direct response to the Kremlin's persistent manipulation of historical narratives to justify its aggression against Ukraine. Vladimir Putin, Russia's president, has repeatedly invoked the legacy of World War II, attempting to portray Russia as the inheritor of a sacred historical mantle, and to falsely equate the liberation of Europe from Nazism with his invasion of a sovereign nation. This deliberate distortion of history is a core element of the Kremlin's propaganda machine, used to bolster domestic support and garner international sympathy, often with tragic success. The exclusion of the Russian and Belarusian ambassadors, therefore, represents more than a simple diplomatic snub. It is a calculated move reflecting Germany's firm stance against Russian aggression and its commitment to preventing the perversion of the memory of World War II to justify an unprovoked and brutal war. The decision signals a clear message. Germany will not tolerate the exploitation of historical events for political gain, especially when those actions undermine international law and threaten the very security of Europe. The Bundestag's decision also highlights the growing influence of the far-right, pro-Kremlin opposition bloc within the German parliament. This bloc, which emerged as the largest opposition force following the February 2023 elections, represents a potent counterweight to the government's pro-Ukraine stance. Their pro-Kremlin leanings underscore the challenges Germany faces in navigating the complex geopolitical landscape while maintaining domestic stability and unity. The exclusion of the ambassadors from the Victory Day ceremony is thus a symbolic, yet powerfully significant act. It stands as a clear declaration of Germany's unwavering support for Ukraine, its commitment to historical accuracy, and its resolve to counter the insidious influence of Russian propaganda. The implications of this decision will resonate far beyond the walls of the Bundestag, shaping the diplomatic discourse surrounding the ongoing conflict and Germany's role within it. The upcoming ceremony will serve as a stark reminder of the enduring challenges posed by Russian aggression and the importance of international solidarity in the face of such threats.